He has nothing to worry about. So maybe he's just banking on the fact that someone's going to buy it and keep it sealed, kind of like it is now. Are the contents in there? That's the thing. Is this a $3.5 million cardboard box with repacked cards inside? And until we see the contents, we're not going to know for sure. I'm not saying for sure that this is repacked or anything like that, but I'm just saying there is a very good chance that this box does not contain what is promised. Remember this when it ends up being full of something that isn't first edition based sealed boxes. Is the stop tape old stop tape, new stop tape? Is there any way to tell the difference? Probably not. Give it a little wear and tear. I think the origin of the box itself is the real question, the real problem here, and now you're just adding another layer that needs to be removed in order to prove that it's valid. With grading companies, with any sort of authentication, it's really weird that they like to hide all of the process, like they're scared somebody else is going to do it. But if they're the real experts, they shouldn't be afraid to hide any of that, and they should be very transparent with why they think it's real, what their justification is, anything along those lines. I don't know if in the video here they made a mistake and said that it was for legal reasons. It's not for legal reasons, they just don't want to show their process. But it's weird that they're also going to show a bunch of Home Depot boxes in the background. This big scientific company is going to authenticate your stuff, but they don't even have their own branded cardboard themselves. Some kind of comparison that they can make, hopefully.
With Steve Hart's good dude. I really do believe now with, you see the wrap, you see the label, man. I mean, this is it. He told us, he goes, I've never seen one. I mean,
nope. We know that they constantly wrap Pokemon product and authenticate it. They have a great track record with it. This has been done many times before.
Glad that we learned to use it.
And Matt, and not only that, not only is this the first case that they wrapped, this is the first Pokemon item ever wrapped, ever, in the history of the world.
He's authenticating what is now a $3.5 million case of boxes, when in 2020 he didn't even know what the set was. How? Like, how the hell do you trust this?
I don't consider myself a Pokemon expert at all. Like, I'm not. And then one of my best friends calls me up one day, PokeJew. You know, Michael's one of my closest friends. I consider him like a brother. Legend. He hits me up one day and he's like, Jacob, I think I have something, but I'm not really sure.
Hopefully this was just his lack of knowledge in the hobby and not trying to do you dirty. Alright, Jacob. Mealy said you know the seller, so why don't you tell us a little bit about him?
So I'll tell you a little background on this guy. Really nice guy, you know, really nice guy, but he's like from he's like a farmer in Canada, and he bought a house, and in the attic there was a bunch of these boxes. There was a bunch of these sealed cases.
So here's a third version of the story from the original seller.
Ridiculous. You give it to them, and this guy, the guy who authenticates it, is a complete professional on taping, on actual tape, on cardboard, and they run it through an X-ray machine. Because now they're liable. Once they wrap that box, they instantly take full liability of what's inside the box, which is awesome for an investor, right? Like, the box is wrapped. God forbid, whatever it is, it's not on me. You gotta go see bbce, because if they wouldn't have wrapped it, it would have been way harder to sell. to give it to you for the price of per box.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not adding a premium of it being a sealed case, right? I'm just moving it to you at $450,000 a box, right? So the way I explained it to him was, you go out and make that money on it being a premium of it being the only one wrapped, which is what he did.
Not sure if all these guys have figured it out yet, or if they're even smart enough to, but you shouldn't threaten me. It's a bad idea. When I'm wrong about something, I will gladly admit it, and it's clarification time. Jason, who we discussed earlier as one of the suspects, is almost certainly not involved. There was an honest, very honest misunderstanding with the PSA Pika emails, and Jason was contacted by PSA Pika, not the other way around. When Jason refused to communicate civilly with PSA Pika, It only worsened the situation and the misunderstanding. I was very clear in my videos that these were my opinions and that you were a suspect. I didn't say anyone was guilty. That's not for me to decide. I will admit that you almost certainly have no involvement in this fake case. Keep in mind, there's a good chance you would have ended up with your own Rattle Pokemon video at some point. And that's just based on your reviews. You've wronged a lot of people in the past. I hope you change your ways. I don't think you would be exactly unintelligent enough to commit something like this. But all the little wrong things, cut it out, please, for the love of God. I also ask that you and your wife stop harassing PSA Pikachu about this, and understand that it is not his fault and he did not have bad intentions. A lot of the information that he provided was accurate, and this was definitely an accident on his part. He regrets it, he apologized to you, now leave him alone. If you have a problem with any of this, take it up with me. I'm your guy. Jacob, I can't say I've ever met anyone that lies as much as you do. And for someone that does it so much, it's incredible how bad you are at it. Everything you say is a contradiction. I would be extremely, extremely surprised if you didn't have something to do with this all the way from the ground level, that you didn't have that knowledge going into this. We're gonna find out, I guess. We'll see what the authorities can bring up. I have zero sympathy for you. Threaten someone else. Oh, Mealy Pops, the boy that hid right away and told me to contact Jacob about the story. Very brave of you, very beautiful. I don't know, but it seems like you knew what was up. It seems like you guys might have been fighting because of this case. Maybe some details, maybe the fact that it was a little dangerous. Maybe it got extra dangerous when I made my first video, and that's why you sent me some angry messages and proceeded to block me. You can't hide. They're gonna find out if you had something to do with it. Your boy Jacob cannot protect you. Sorry about that. Our boy Pokaju, Michael here, thinks he can fence sit. He can pick both sides. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. You've also lied. You don't lie as much as Jacob does, but I've caught you in countless lies. It makes no sense that you didn't bring the actual case to Logan directly. For someone that wants to be sat on so badly, why didn't you bring it to Logan? Why are there inconsistencies in your story? What happened? What happened? From what I'm seeing, in my opinion, the only two people that acted in good faith throughout this entire exchange were the two gentlemen featured in this photo here. I think these guys got duped. Everyone else, it's my opinion, and innocent until proven guilty, but everything below this transaction here just reeks of absolute scammer, scummy wummies to the max. Don't worry guys, this is not over until we get to the bottom of this, including some conversations with the man himself, Micah Birch, the ultimate resealer, conveniently located extremely close to the location of the case that was sold by Justin. So we'll take a look at that soon. He wants to claim he's innocent. He wants to show us his innocence. So we're gonna do just that. We're gonna let him talk.